Hello, this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Discover Brightside, and we discover new things every day. Now, you're not unfamiliar with Joseph S. Sanchez. He's been on our show, and we are excited with his new book launch. And yes, he's giving it to you for free. So, hi, Joe. Tell us about your new book.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for having me. My new book is Mastering Your Time, which is something that everyone could use some help with. I know in my early career, I used to waste so much time, not on purpose. I just was disorganized. And I find that there's a lot of people like that don't have enough hours in a day to get things done. And I find over a period of time, slowly, that it's a matter of really setting your priorities. What's important? Give an idea. In the beginning of each day, still to this day, I try to answer the things that are most important and need a reply the same day. So that sets kind of the schedule for what I'm doing. And then everything that is not as important, and I hesitate to say that, but some things are not, then I'll do those secondary and even third. Now, what happens at the end of the day, I'm at a time and I still have things that I didn't accomplish. Now I move those up the list for the next day. Now, invariably, again, I had a boss that used to say that if something is small and you don't take care of it, it becomes a big problem. So that's the thing that I always try to do. First of all, my approach always has been to answer people the same day. Even if I can't give them the answer they're looking for, I want them to know that I acknowledge the correspondence, their phone call, and I will come back to you. Oftentimes, I have to get more information to make a good decision. So, again, it's a matter of having a clear mind. Distractions must be kept to a minimum, if any. Texting somebody about the going to the theater at night or whatever, that is not important. That could be done during your lunch break. Now, I realize that it is probably impossible to be 100% on target all day. I mean, we're humans. We have distractions. We might get a call from a family member or something that's important. So you have to take care of those. But again, the bottom line with everything in life, I find, is between your ears. You have to decide what's important. You have to have a game plan at the beginning of the day of what you're going to accomplish, who you have to call, who you have to email. And as we all know, people do not always answer you right away. So that's one of the reasons that I tell a person who contacts me early that I got it, I'm working on it. And invariably, in some way, I'll say, when I get the information I need, you will hear from me again. Again, setting the priorities. You'll find that if you're organized, you're going to be more efficient. You're going to develop a good reputation as a person to get things done, and you're going to feel good about yourself, which invariably would manifest itself in your performance and probably increases or promotions down the road. So this book is available on my website, penmanmediallc.com, for free. Just leave me your email address and you will get my blog every week as well, which builds on all the information that I write about.
There you have it. So go to penmanmediallc.com. Just fill out the form to subscribe for his weekly blog, and you will get the book instantly. So now you've thought about this topic as something very serious enough to write a book about. So why did you pick this topic? It's important to you. So tell us a little bit about
Well,
how you
well,
saw.
it's important. Yeah, it's important. As I said, personal experience. I was horrible when I first got out of school. I mean, I would just lose so much time, and I can even go further back when I was an undergrad living in a dorm. Invariably, I'd go to somebody's room about an assignment or a book or something, and the next thing I know, 2 hours went by, and I didn't get anything done. So at a very early age, I figured out that not different than others really, can easily let time get away from you. And all we have is time every day, which we cannot get again. So my point is, I want to make things as efficient as possible to get your job done and to really get you in a habit of being more efficient. I think if you'll find that you do that, you're going to be happier and more productive. And when you know you're accomplishing things, it just makes you feel better, period. So that's the reason why I did it. And kind of to look at my own wounds, as I decided other people can use help too.
So if you were to summarize and give people like 5 to 10 tips on how they could manage their time, what would you what would you advise?
Well, I still do short notes. I keep a spiral book on my desk, which is like a diary. And I picked up that habit from a company I worked a while ago, where we all would do that. And the purpose there was if you were out of the office and somebody called and you weren't in, they would look at your book and see on a certain day what you did. So I'm a big proponent because I believe when you see something in writing, it's a lot easier. And I don't know if easy is the right word, but to act on it. And again, you know, you can't let something ride because you just don't get to it. So that's the first thing. Maybe not in the order that I would like to list it, but obviously your attitude when you go to work, wherever you go, you have in your mind that you're going to make up your mind that you're going to get this done. Invariably, something important is going to linger. But again, so the attitude that you approach your job, your task, have a lot to do with it. And then obviously, when you rely on other people to have the best harmonious relationship with them that you can, as we know, it's not easy to work with other people in an office every day. I read an example once where it said if you were on a cruise vessel and you were stranded, on an island for a while, what are the chances you will get along with everybody the whole time? Probably not. People are different. So, you have to embrace that. That's easy said than done. But really, at the end of the day, it's really about how you get along with others, especially if you rely on them to accomplish things that you need. I would say, really, I mean, it's pretty basic. Uh, it's not, as I like to say often, it's not rocket science. Nothing in life is. It's your attitude.
That,
Everything in life is an attitude. It starts and it ends between your ears. You
yeah,
just decide that you have to do it. As Nike says, just do it.
that's right. That's right. Now, did you have any challenges or writer's block, and how long did it take you to write the book from the time you thought about it and to the time you finished it? So,
Well,
if
yeah, that's an easy question.
yeah.
I think some people don't believe me when I tell them what I'm about to tell you. First of all, my background, education, everything is in business. Nothing to do with writing or what have you. Uh, to answer your question point blank, I have never started and sat in front of a laptop or when I used to use a Selectric 2 IBM. I'm telling you, within a minute, I have an idea and I'm hitting the ground running. I just keep going. And the few times, now, I should come back a minute and say this. For a while, I thought of writing songs. And every day, for at least 2 years, every day, including weekends, I would sit down and write a set of lyrics for songs, potential songs. I could say there was when I really noticed it. From the time I would start, I would sit down and start writing. Not even 3 minutes, I had an idea, and I would just run with it. So I guess I could say that it's kind of natural. Maybe once in a while, I didn't get an idea within 2 or 3 minutes. So what I would do, I would just start out writing a wild story that I went to an amusement park and I got in a roller coaster and it went to the moon. And I mean, it's crazy as it is. I
Mhm.
would just go on and on and on. And within really not long after, I got an idea, for a book, and I really did that when I was writing songs, and I would get the idea. So it was kind of a mind of creativity. To give you another example, again, this is when I was writing songs. And by the way, I did not publish any of my songs. I came close with one, but
We have
I,
You're watching Discover Brightside, and make sure you buy the book, Mastering Your Time. It's for free, but there are other books that you can buy. penmenmediallc.com. And if you like our channel, then make sure you subscribe to Brightside. Thank you and have a great day.